Hello, my name is Vipul. In this video, we are going to talk about the joiner transformation. Joiner transformation is used for joining the records or the data coming from two different sources and make one set of that data and load it into the target. Just like we have simple SQL queries in our database in which we fire a SQL and make a join between the two tables, that kind of a join can be made in Informatica using joiner transformation. So let us quickly see those tables in the database that we want to which we want to perform the join. We firstly have this table called vm in which we have all these different columns. We have around 15 rows of data in this table, which is joined to its parent table department. As we see here, there is a column called department number, which is in this table, employee table. It is a foreign key to this primary key of department table. So in the department table, we have department number, the name of the department, and the location. What we want to do is to perform a join between these two tables, department and the employee, and load the data in VM target. So we are going to perform a join on the department number and see what all records get selected. So in our Informatica designer window, we will create a mapping. Here we see I already created this mapping some time back. So let us use this mapping, M department joiner. Firstly, we will have to import the sources. So let's go in the sources and see what all sources we have. We have only VM source. Now we will have to import the other source here. So as we see, for importing another source, the first source we have already brought into the mapping designer. The other source we will have to first of all import into the source analyzer. Going on the sources, import from database, connecting to the database, and then we import this v underscore department. Since these two tables are joined on department number, it is showing this kind of a relation. Now we go back in our mapping and we just drag here this source, the department source. Here too we are going to see a relation has been formed between the employee source and the department source. Let's resize it quickly. And now we are going to make a transformation. Before creating a transformation, let us quickly drag our target table as well, so that we can directly connect the transformation to the source as well as the target. So this is the table in which we want to finally load the data. And now we create the transformation. We create a joiner transformation and we give it the name transformation underscore m department underscore join, let's say. Once we do this, now we simply bring all the columns of both the source qualifiers, employee as well as department, into this transformation. So now as we see here, the department number is coming from employee table also, and then another department number 1, it has renamed it to NO1. So this is coming from, this is joined to the department table. Now we specify the condition here. We say to the transformation that department number 1 should be equal to the department number. One thing to remember here is to always use the master table as the one which has lesser number of records, and the detail table should be always the one which will have more number of records. In our case, department number 1 is the column that is coming from department table, which has only 4 records at this moment, whereas this column department NO is coming from employee table, which has 15 records. So for us this condition seems okay. We just click apply, we say okay, and we finally join all the records to the target. Now we save it. We go in the workflow manager. Here we create a new workflow where we define WF underscore M target M department, let's say, underscore joiner. And then we define a session object by the name S underscore M department underscore joiner, and we select a particular mapping for this, the mapping that we just created, the joiner mapping. Now let's connect this and give the necessary connection parameters. We have to give the parameter of target to the target table, and to both the sources let's give the Oracle SRC connection. So the workflow is made, the session object is made. Let's now save this. Now the repository objects are saved. We are going to run the workflow. Let's go in the workflow monitor and check the status. So it was running and now it says it succeeded. Let's go in the table and see the results. This is the employee target table where we wanted the joint data. Let's refresh, and here we see all the data that is in the VM and V department. It has joined on this department number, has come in this table VM target. So it says total of 14 rows here. In the VM it's total of 15 rows. So as we see the column, the value which is nullable here, this is not got selected. So in the department table also, if we see there is a department number, there is a row with department number 40. This is not appearing anywhere in the employee target table. So which shows the successful join has happened between the employee table and the department table, and all the common records are selected based on the joining condition of department number. Now just to also specify what type of join we want, we can specify here whether we want to join it like as a normal join, or we want to perform a master outer join, we want to perform detail These joins can be thought of similar to as we have the left outer join, the right outer join, or the full outer join in normal SQL.